Hey everyone, welcome back to the Groove Leaders Unite and or Groove Asia Leaders Unite, and another session of GrooveKart. If you're watching this live, put in hashtag live, and if you're watching the replay, just stick in hashtag replay. Today's going to be about the GrooveKart builder. Now, for some of you, a lot of you maybe know already your way around the builder, but there might be a few things that that I might go through that you don't know, and hopefully you'll be able to learn something different today. Anyway, look, I'm going to share my screen, so we'll just get on with it. Here we have the dashboard of Groove, and when you come into here, what we want to do is we want to go to GrooveKart. Now, if you're new to Groove, then you'll probably need to know that this is where most of the apps are, where you can actually quickly go to them. Or if you hover over the pink G icon, you can actually go to them from here as well. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go to GrooveKart. And when I go to GrooveKart, I will then come to a gallery of all my different stores. Now, again, this is not all my stores. I mention this every time I do a live, but this is some of them are mine and some of them are my clients. So you can actually do stores for your clients as well. So today I'm going just for demo purposes, I am going to be using this one here. Now, this is a fairly new GrooveKart site that I did not long ago, and at the moment, let me just see what I am promoting at the moment on this one here. Okay, so actually not that one. Let's just try a different one. Here we go. This is the one I'm after. That one. So at the moment, I'm promoting a one product store. So it's e-bikes. Okay, so that's what I'm promoting, and that's what a one product store can look like. Anyway, let's get back to, we want to go into the dashboard. So we're in the dashboard here, and to get to the builder, it's the third icon up. That's the builder. And so we click on there, and then we get to the home page, the back end of the home page, I should say. And this is it here. All right. So this is where we can add things like our products, images, all those sorts of things. In here, this is an image. All right. So then I've just got buttons that will go to the actual product page where you can add to cart. But look, I just want to go through the builder and just some of the things that you can actually do. In here, up the plus sign, we can add a block, and if you've got any blocks yourself, then they'll show up here. But if you just want to use the global blocks, which are here, then you can. So say for instance here, I want to use this block here, and I want to drag and drop. And as soon as I get a spare sort of area where I can actually put the whole thing by itself, then I just let go of the mouse, and then I add it in, just instantly adds in. So it's a good thing to know. So by actually you can dress up your store, customize it as much as you want by doing things like this. And of course, you can change the what the button says, where it goes to. You can link it up to a product page or a custom page, whatever you want to do. You can also link it, if you wanted to. You could also link it externally by just adding the custom link there, and you just put the it might be a page that's outside of your own website page, and you can put that in there and it will go there as well. So pretty cool. You can do those sorts of things. You can add the titles in here as well. Interesting. You need to probably, if you have a look at these titles, always good to actually to see you know, whether or not they have a H1 tag or things like that, but I don't think that one does. But yeah, anyway, but that's what you can do in terms of dragging and dropping images, or blocks, I should say. Once again, you come to blocks, you go to global, and there's all different blocks. So if I wanted to promote more in terms of bikes, then I can click on there and just drag and drop again, let go, and then drag, and then there you've got another image. Now, you can also add your own image if you want to. That's entirely up to you. You don't have to use the images in there, so you can simply just replace them if you want to replace the image. You know, things like that. Or you can add, click on the add button, then go to elements, and then come down and then add an image from your elements, or a slider, or a video. Let's just have a look at the video here. We'll just add a video. Now you can actually add a video to there. Now, if you've got a video in YouTube that you want to add, then you can just put it in there. Put the YouTube link in there, and it will then link up your video in here, and that's what will show in the area here. Now, I've actually done one for that. I'm just going to delete this and delete this as we go down. But if you come down here a bit further down the page, there's the video. That's a thumbnail that I actually created for the video. So that I did that in Canva. So it's so I didn't actually just have a snippet of the actual video in as a thumbnail. I thought it would be nice to create a really great looking thumbnail with the bike in there, and you know, just it looks really, really cool. And that was done in Canva. So yeah, so that's the kind of cool things you can do in there. So there's the video, and you know, the user or the viewer should be able to play it. And there you go. All right, so that's the video side. Let's go back to the builder. Up here, you can see in here in the titles, this is an H2 tag. Okay, now your H1 tag should be pretty much the headline of your website. So the one that I'm actually using here is this one here, an electric bike with good battery life. I've done this on purpose because it's actually a oh no, it's not that one, sorry, excuse me, it's up here, this one here, a high performance electric bike for tough terrains. I've done that deliberately. I've researched that title, and makes a good searchable title. And if you click on that area there, and then you click on the three dots here, that actually should be saying an H1 tag. So that should be done as an H1 tag, not as an H2. However, what you can do, if that's the case, you can't actually, unlike Groove Pages, you can't actually change it simply by just double clicking on the text, and then you up here you normally could find the you know, you could actually change it there. But what you have to do is you need to drag and drop. So you need to add an element, and then you go to H1 heading, and then you pop it in there. Now that's your H1 I guess element, if you like. And all you're going to do is just copy and paste that in there like that. And then we're going to just get rid of this one here, because that's an H2, because if you look up here, it's got H2. So we're just going to get rid of that. And if you look at this one now, and we go to the 3 dots, it's an H1. So that's my main, kind of like my main keyword for my website, high performance electric bike for tough terrains. And so, you know, that's something that is great for SEO, using an H1 title that has probably a good searchable, what you would probably call long tail keyword. So it's good for SEO optimization. Now, just if you don't know, just realize that you can only use one H1 heading or tag in any one page of your website. It can't be more than one. So the rest can be like H2, H3. Say, for instance, this one here, that's an H2. If I click on there, it says H2 there. This one here. So these all become kind of like subtitles, if you like. That's an H2 as well. You can make it an H3. There's no limit on how many H2s and how many H3s. Actually, it goes right up to H6. I don't think I've ever gone past really H3. So you can actually, you can use as many of those, except for H1 has to be one H1 on any one page of your website. All right, let's get back to the ad feature here. So now we've got a few other things that I want to sort of go through in here. One of them is actually the HTML code. Now, if you're not familiar with what HTML is, pretty much your whole website is built on HTML coding. So it's very important, but you can also do like custom features. Now, I want to show you something here. I'm going to add in a slider, and I'm just going to pop it in here. Now with the slider, you know, you just add your various pictures. So from what you do, you just, if you want to, you just want to add your first item, you just come up here, you go click on the plus sign, and then you grab an image. So you click on edit, and then you grab an image. And I am just going to put in an image here. You probably see that, but I'm just going to pop it in there. Right, so that's my first image. Okay, and then I'm going to add another slide. So slide 2, I'm going to add another image. I'm just going to pop that in there. And click OK, or click the tick mark. Then I'll just add one more in there. So this is a lot different than Groove Pages. So Groove Pages, you actually don't actually just add a slide as simply as that. So this is a lot more easier to add a slide. And you've noticed that the gallery doesn't come up in GrooveKart. In fact, you have to upload your images individually into here. So it doesn't actually go to your gallery of images that you have in Groove Pages. I'm just going to add another image here. All right, let me just have a look. That one there. Okay, so now I have 3 different images in there, and I'm just going to quickly save. Now, when you save, it just publishes the changes straight away. You don't have to publish the page or publish the website. It will actually update straight away as soon as you save. So when you do go to the website, you're going to see the changes straight away. It's going to be live straight away. So where are we? Here we go. So here is the slider, and if you click on it, it'll just slide to the different pages or different images. Now, inside the slider, I'm just going to check. There is an auto play feature where we'll play it automatically, and you can play timeout, say 5 seconds. I just normally keep the default there, and then I just set that, and then I just click save again. And that what that should do, that once I update it, it should actually just slide through all the different images by itself. So there you go. Now you notice that it's quite fast, and it kind of don't actually have a feature to fade it in. You know, when you click on to the slider, there's no real feature in here to actually fade anything in. So it's not going to fade into the next picture or the next one after that. So it's quite, I guess at the end of the day, it's a little bit, you know, uncustomizable, but however, there's a way around that. If we have a look here also, you will see that it's got the navigation arrows there. So, you know, kind of just, if you don't want those to be seen, if you just wanted to actually, you know, have those not there and just have the images slide into each other, then the best way to do that is to use the coding, as I just mentioned before, the code element. So what I mean by that is that we're going to actually, I'm going to give you a quick little lesson on how you can actually put a Groove Pages slider into a GrooveKart site. Now, what we do, we're going to switch over to our dashboard here. We're going to go into Groove Pages, and I am going to just probably use one of these sites here, one that I don't actually have live. Okay, let me just go into this one here. This is not live, which is good. This is just a backup. And here's a slider. I think this one's a slider. Let me just have a quick look. Okay, yeah, so this is a slide, this one here. All right, so I've already done a slide in this particular website. What I'm going to do is I want to actually copy the code for that. Let me just have a look, see if I can. May not be able to copy the code for that one. Oh, okay, I'm not going to be able to copy that one. Let's just make one. I'm going to go back into Groove Pages again. And I'm just going to use this one here. Edit. Now, those pictures that I used, I'm going to just create them in here. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm just going to make a duplicate of that. And what I want to do is also actually, hang on, let me just delete that, confirm. I'm going to add another block. All right, so I'm going to go to empty blocks in there. All right, I'm just going to go into elements. Now, don't forget, we're actually in Groove Pages. We're not in GrooveKart at the moment. We're just in Groove Pages. I'm going to add the slider in there. All right, I'm going to add one more block. Yeah, sometimes you might have to do this twice before it actually inserts itself. So hang on. So that's a block. That's a container. So the next one, I need to add a block in there. And there. Again, we need to probably do this twice. And then we're just going to add one more slide in there. And so we just plus sign. I'm going to call this slide 3. Now, I know this is getting a little bit technical, but it is a bit of a bonus, really, something that that might come in handy later on. I'm just going to, so it's actually kind of cool to know how to do this. All right. So now I'm going to go back to the first block. I'm going to drag and drop image element. So I'm just going to come over to here, go to image. Where are we? Yeah. And you'll notice that it actually aligns to the left. We want to actually make that center. So I'm going to go to layout on the bottom here, and then I'm just going to center it. Then I'm going to go to the next slide. I'm going to do pretty much the same. Go to element, go to image. Where are we? There. Add it in. Okay, and align it again. And then we go to the third one, the third slide, go to element again, go to image where I can find it again, there. And then align that one again or center it. Okay, so we're just going to put our images into those boxes there. So I'm just going to click on here. I'm going to choose now, but actually you can bring up the, the gallery. So I'm just going to start again. I'm going to add that one there first. Now we're just going to get all my images up. And first of all, upload it, and then I'm going to insert them into the slider. Okay. I'm just going to select. Now, this part here, it says image alternative text. I'm going to show you how you can automatically create an alternative text for that image using AI. Now, I won't do it right now, but we will create a alternative text for that image. The reason why you want to do alternative text on your images is so that Google picks up on that, and anybody who has vision impairment more than likely use a what would you call a screen reader, and it reads out as you're going across the website, reads out the images and the copy or the text that's actually on the website. So it reads it all out because they're unable to actually see it properly or see it at all. So that's what the image alternative text box is for. Google loves it when you fill out all those boxes. It's actually good for SEO optimization, by the way. So it really loves it, but it can actually get a little bit difficult or challenging to actually describe an image, right? So, you know, like for instance, that one's pretty simple. Woman in a white suit jacket with a, and a yellow suit jacket with a yellow tie, you know, with her arms up. I mean, it can, you know, trying to actually describe the pose and everything else can get a little bit challenging. And so we want just to make that an easy task. And I'm going to show you how you can do that after we've gone through this process. Okay, so now I'm just going to update that. I can either update it here or click up here. I'm just going to click there. I'm going to move to the next image here, which is number 2. Again, I'm going to choose an image. And I'm going to add this one here. Right. Okay, and then the next one, I am going to go to there, to the number 1. I'm going to click on here again. And then the lucky last image would be this one here. And then update. Now, we've got all our images in there. And hypothetically, normally I would actually put all that alternative text in here, which describes the image, but just pretend that we've got that in there. Now we've actually got the whole slide there. Now we've got a lot more options when it comes to when it comes to customizing the slide in Groove Pages than in GrooveKart. All right, so there's going to be a method to my madness here, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to click up once here, and then click the config button. Now you see there's nothing there that I can actually customize, so I'm just going to close out of that. I'm going to click up one more time and then try this. Okay, so that's layout. Click up one more time. Now down here, here's an easy way of doing it. If you just come down here, you go to slider, you can actually get to the part where you can actually customize the slider instead of clicking up all the time to actually get to it. So I'm going to go here, and now we're actually on the slider, where now I can customize it. Now, can you see in here? We've got all these different options that we can apply to it. So I'm going to select slides animation. I'm going to just go for fading in. The next one I'm going to have is autoplay, and I'm going to leave it at 5 seconds. I'm not going to pause on hover. I'm going to loop it, but I'm going to get rid of those ugly looking arrows as well. I don't want them to show, so I'm just going to get rid of those. So we're not going to show them, and I'm just going to update and close. So you're probably asking yourself, Peter, okay, that's fine. You're doing it in Groove Pages, but we actually we need this for our GrooveKart site, and that's correct. We do. So what we're going to do is on there, we're going to click on this little code icon here. We're going to click on there, and it's going to give us the code for that whole thing. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on that once. I'm not going to copy, and I'm going to, instead of clicking on this, left clicking on this, I'm going to right click on this side. I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to go back to GrooveKart. All right. Now, if you remember, this was our slider in GrooveKart, not as customizable as the one in Groove Pages. So we're not going to use that one. I'm actually going to get rid of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a element, and it's going to be a code element. I'm going to drag and drop that in there. All right, now we get this box here, and it says, please add your HTML code. Okay, so we just got to click on the config gear wheel here, and this is where you add your code. So I'm going to add it in there. That's one part of it. Remember, there's two parts to this. I'm just going to go enter, go down to the next line. I'm then going to go back to where I was before. Where was that? Here. And now I want to select all this side. Now, quick way of doing it is Control, if you're on a Windows, Control A, it'll select the whole lot. And what I'm going to do is right click and copy. I will then go back to GrooveKart, and there's our code box again, and then I'm just going to paste the next lot of coding in there and click on the tick. Now, you don't see it straight away because this is a code, so you won't see it in the back end. All right, I'm just going to save that, but you will see it on the live view. So if I go here onto the live view, notice that's still got the old one in there. I'm just going to refresh. And now, as you can see, actually don't worry about this one here, but as you can see, we now actually have the slider in here that's actually just sliding by itself. Now it's still a wee bit fast, but you don't see those arrows. You can actually slow down the speed a lot too as well if you want, but that's a great way of actually having a seamless, or if you like, just a continuous slide in, and it just fades in. In fact, if I actually go back there again, I want to go back in there, back to that particular one again. And if I just go cancel, and then I go into that's the slider. We just want the contain. Oh, there we go. Slide block. That's the one that we want. Okay, so we want to customize that a bit more. All right, so the fade in is a wee bit fast. Okay, animation. Let's put that up to 4. Intervals 5. Let's just update that again. Let's see if I can get the code for that particular one. Slider block. I just really want that. That's all I'm after. Oh, sorry. Oh, here we go. I just want the code for that container. Let's try that. Let me just get the code for that again. I'm going to copy that part there. I'm going to go back into GrooveKart, into the builder. So there, where was it? There. I am going to go back onto that code here again, and change all this again. So I'm just going to go Control Alt to select everything. Go to paste, enter, go back to here. Just want this one here. Don't want that one. This one here. Or copy, and then back here, and then paste. And click on the tick and then save. And let's just see if we can get a bit of an update on that. All right, so I think it's going to be a little bit more slower. As you can see, it's not actually speeding it through, and it's just fading in. So it gives you a little bit more of a customized option when it comes to putting in slideshows. All right, so that I think looks a lot better rather than just speeding right through. You've only really got the one speed on the GrooveKart option, but this is done in Groove Pages, and all I've done is created it in Groove Pages using the slider feature in there. I then copied the HTML code, and then I put it in by I've actually inserted it into the into this one here, into GrooveKart, simply by into this one here, simply by adding the code element and then actually putting the HTML code in there. So a little bit of a tip. So yeah, it just makes it a little bit more customizable, because sometimes when you come across things that it's just not quite the right look, you want to make it different. You're only sort of limited with some of the GrooveKart features, and that's where the HTML code can come in handy, because then you can create some of that stuff in Groove Pages and simply copy the code and then put it into the into your GrooveKart site. Now, if you remember, I said I was going to show you how to create alternative text for images. You don't have to just have to use it for GrooveKart. You can use it for Groove Pages. In fact, it's a good idea that you use it in any images that you actually put onto your website. And so that when Google reads it, because Google cannot read images, it can only read text. So when Google reads it, it understands what those images are on your website, and that way then it favors those sorts of things, and it helps your SEO, and it can serve up your page to the searchers who are looking for your item or your service. I'm just going to say hello to a few people in here. Cool, nice to see you, Tyra. Hey, don't worry about being late. Who else have we got here? We've got Shina Hayes. Good to see you. Nancy again. Good to see you, Nancy. And Michelle. Good to see you as well. So glad you guys could make it. You probably want to watch the first part of this on the replay, because just some interesting tips there. But anyway, look, I'm going to get back to how you can create alternative text for images. And so I'm going to use ChatGPT. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share a link, which is my own ChatGPT agent, which actually creates alternative text for images. All right, so I'm just going to go there now. So if I go to, if you've got ChatGPT, I think it's for, I'm not too sure if you can actually still get it when it's, if I share the link, but and ChatGPT 3.5, but you could try it. But if you've got ChatGPT 4, you definitely can, I can definitely share the link with you, and you can definitely put it into your own ChatGPT. But if I go to my Explore GPTs, up here in the corner there, I've got my GPTs. So these are a few that I've actually created, and Product Finder, Fit Guide, Code Helper. But the SEO Alt Text Creator is one I just created. So we're going to use that one. All right, so I'm just going to go back into here, and all I need to do is I need to go @ and when I put the @ sign in there, I should actually get some features. Hang on. If I do ChatGPT 4, if I go @ then this will come up. Okay, and up here is my one, SEO Alt Text Creator. I'm going to click on that. I'm doing on the attachment one icon here. I'm going to select an image. So I'm going to go to my images, select an image. Now I'll select one of those images that we uploaded for the slide. So let me just have a quick look here. Okay. All right, let's grab, I'm going to grab this one here, which is the guy with the camera by the beach on the rocks. Now, all I have to do is actually just load up the image, click on the send the message, and now it's going to create an alternative text for that image. All right, so here we go. Please let tone. Okay, so it wants me to select the tone. I actually don't want to do all that. Don't worry about tone, brand, or domain. Just alt text. I might have to tweak this before after this. Okay, here's the here we go. Now it's creating the text for it. It says photographer in a green jacket capturing the sunset over a rocky beach with professional DSL camera. Now it's asking me, would you like to proceed with the renaming the image file? If so, please choose your preferred naming convention with dashes between words or without. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. All I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this part here. This is the alternative text that I'm going to actually grab. I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to go back to here. Actually, I'm going to go back to here. Now, this is what I would have done before doing the code, but because I didn't, because I actually didn't do the code, the alternative text before I did the code, I'm going to put it in now, and then I'll probably recopy it and paste it. So let me just go here. I want to go to the last one, I think it is. I'm just going to refresh this. So this is where you put the alternative text. So in this image here, this is the one that we just did the alternative text for. I'm going to click on the image. I'm going to click on the settings, and this is where we want to put it, right there. Boom. So now we've actually got a description of the, oh, not that one. Sorry, not that one. That's not the photographer. What we're going to do is go back one. There. That's where we're going to do it. So we've got to make sure we go click on the image there. And that's where we put it. And this saves a hell of a lot of time when you use something like that, because the alternative text, and it is necessary. If you're thinking, oh, is it really necessary? Yes, it is necessary. If you want to boost your SEO, that is one part of it, is to actually that you need to do for your images on your website, or even on your e-commerce site, when it comes to some of the images on your homepage, like I have in here. There, that's something that I will actually put into. I'll use that alternative text GPT agent, and I'll get some alternative text for that, so that I can have it in there, and people can who are visually impaired can actually understand what's actually on your site. It actually helps. So that's a good thing to know. All right, guys, look, that's it on that part of it today. I just want to quickly go through a couple of things. One of them is, if you're not familiar yet with our resources page, you can go to grooveasia.cm/resources, and there we have a calendar which you can link up to see what we've got going on with all the different events that we have each week. And you simply go to that URL I mentioned before. Let me just see if I can find it and put it up. We go. Here we go there. So it's grooveasia.cm/resources, and there we have the calendar. We've got some other events that Simon Leung did, which was how to make your first dollar online, level up your AI skills with Ching Yu. So there's a few different things in here. And we also come, and as you can probably see, GrooveAsia has got GrooveAsia.ai as well. And so there's a few things there. But if you want to come to our calendar, click on there. You'll get to our calendar. Here is our calendar that will show you all the different things that are going on. Here we are here today. We had just prior to today's GLU, we had Ching Yu doing the content generation AI challenge. I was in there for a wee while, and it was really interesting. But as you can see, there's a few things going on. We've got Tyra Tyra is actually in the chat group. So we've got Tyra in the chat group here, and she does the Power Hour, and those are really awesome to go to because it just helps you focus on what you need to get done. It kind of forces you to focus because you're part of a group of people who are all there for that same reason. So if you can get along to those are really good. They start, and I don't think that's the GMT time. Oh, yes, it is. They start at 9 a.m. GMT plus 8, which I think would be 9 p.m. ET time. But as you can see, there's a few things coming up. We've got Karen, who does her GrooveAsia, her GLU every Friday as well. But next week, which starts on the 13th, normally it's our 5-day challenge. Normally we start on a Monday, but the Super Bowl, it was the Super Bowl playoffs, finals, whatever you want to call it. And apparently worldwide that is really, really popular. So we don't want to interfere with that. We want you to watch the Super Bowl. So we will be starting on Tuesday, which will be GMT plus 8 time at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. GMT plus 8, which is 6 p.m. for ET time, and I think that would be in the evening, Monday evening. But we start on the Tuesday morning GMT plus 8. So that starts next week. The 5-day challenge. It is about Groove Mail. For those who don't know, the Groove is actually disbanding the Groove Mail SMTP, not Groove Mail itself, but Groove Mail SMTP. So it hasn't quite been working the way that we'd like it to work for quite a while now. But look, there are good options out there which are already and when you go into your sender setup, you can see that there's actually SendGrid and there's Amazon SES. So 2 good options. There's a couple of others there, but we're going to be covering those, how to set up and how to implement it into your Groove Mail so that you can have a reliable SMTP server for your mail, for your campaigns and things like that. Now, Nick Lacani and myself and Karen will be part of that training next week. So hope to see you all there. It is something that you really do need to probably get to learn, because eventually the Groove Mail, if you're using that at the moment, the Groove Mail SMTP is going to be no more. And that's such a bad thing, to be quite honest. I mean, Amazon is very, very reliable. It's pretty robust, and it's probably one of the best ones you can get out there. And at the end of the day, it's free. So you can put as many email clients in there if you want, email addresses in there, and it's all free. So we'll be covering that next week. So that's the 5-day challenge. Couldn't come at a better time. And of course, we still carry on with our regular stuff like the power hours and the GLUs, like this one today. And coming up towards the end of the month, I will be doing a 1-day event for a e-commerce workshop. Now, I did do one recently last year, and that went well. I've got some new stuff that I want to add to this next workshop. So just if you're interested, come over to when you get to the calendar, come over to the workshop here, just click on there, and then you can click on the link to actually register. All right, it's free. So come along. I think it's for about 6 hours. I didn't realize I could talk for about 6 hours until I did the last one. And I think I spoke for about 7 hours, which was the one amount of time. But at the end of the day, yeah, like I said, there's going to be some additional stuff that I didn't have in the first one, only because AI has actually evolved so much, even since probably towards the end of last year, as we all probably know. So that's next week. Sorry, on the 22nd of February. Then on the 29th of February, there is the virtual speaker Insider Secrets, and that's coming. Well, it says coming soon in the description, but keep an eye out for that. And on the 1st of March, we have Sales and Leadership Opportunity, and that is also with the description coming soon. So all those links will be coming soon. But there you have it. We've got the e-commerce workshop coming up and all the regular stuff. And of course, don't forget our Groove coaching, small group coaching sessions on every Tuesday at 11 a.m. GMT plus 8. All right, so that's me. I am going to thank everybody in here. Thank you, Michelle. It's good to see you there, Michelle. Shina, I don't think I've actually seen you around. Are you new? Just wondered if you're new to Groove or if you've been in for a while, but yeah, because it's the first time I've seen your name up there. Nancy, thank you for coming again. But yeah, till next week, we will be doing sort of a carry-on of the builder part of the GrooveKart, because there's so much to cover in there. So we are only doing today. It was only the part 1. All right, newish. Okay, Shona, you're newish. Well, welcome to the Groove family, Groove Asia family. All right, guys, that's me. Thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.